All right, I think we're live. We're going to do a little IGTV here to introduce you to our fun little puppies. We have a litter of 12 here. Elsie, our amazing mama, had these on May 9th, the day after Mother's Day, and they are mini double doodles. So, it's only saying that they're going to tell people to join. So these are Labradoodles mixed with Golden Doodles, and we actually the mom is a Labradoodle Golden Doodle mix, and we actually bred her to a mini poodle. So these should have nice low shedding coats, curly, and they should be around 25 pounds on average. So I'm just going to go through and introduce you to each one of them and tell you kind of their distinguishing characteristics. We're going to start here with Clarence. He was the firstborn. This is Clarence, and he is an assertive little pup. He actually gets a lot of FaceTime on social media because he is right front and center for every picture. He's very, very active. He was born at 10.9 ounces, and that was a little bit on the big side. 10.5 ounces was about average for this litter, but they were all kind of just right there. And so he's probably going to be, I would guess, around 26, 27 pounds full grown, and he is teething like crazy. All right, so right now he's 4 pounds 4 ounces. Yeah, 4 pounds 4 ounces. He's one of the biggest ones. So he might be closer to 30 actually. He can't stop biting. I'm going to have to switch him out. All right, so that's Clarence. I do want to show you his distinguishing features. So he is pretty white all the way down his back. He's got one tan spot right here. I don't know if the video can pick that up very well. And then his face obviously has some distinction here. He's got the apricot colored mask around his eyes. This ear is completely colored right here. And this ear just has a little swatch right there, but the side of his face on this side is covered. And then he's got this little spot at the top of his head. So that's Clarence. All right, let's take a look at George.
Okay, Georgie, ready to go?
I'm hoping this video is working. Oh, I know, they bite. They're biting.
No, it's the scratch.
Oh, it scratched you. All right, so they are teething like crazy right now. This is George, and George was our second born. He was 10.3 ounces, which was right average with our litter, and but he's growing much more slowly, and so that leads me to believe that he's probably going to be on the smaller side, maybe around 18 pounds. He is kind of apricot, a little bit more cream towards the back, and then he's got this white heart on the top of his head that's really adorable, and his fur is extremely soft. Like, all of the puppies have really soft fur, but he's like minky soft. He's one of the favorites to pet because he's so soft. His fur's amazing. All right, let's go on to Art. You got Art for me, dear?
Yep.
Thank you. Here's Art. Art is a little bit darker apricot colored, and you can see his ears are pretty dark, which means he'll probably darken up even more. And Art is a sweetheart. He is very affectionate. He's very sweet. He was the third born, and he was smaller. Actually, he was the smallest pup in this litter. He was 8.5 ounces. And he is, but he's growing pretty fast. He's bigger than George. He's kind of right in the middle. So I'd say he's likely going to be probably over 20 pounds, maybe 21. That is Art. Really, really sweet. He's apricot all the way through. He's got a little white on his chin right there and the heart on his head.
Mom, you said that over 20 and maybe 21.
Yeah, over 20 pounds, so probably like 21, like just over 21. Okay, let's go to James. James is another apricot, and he's got the darker ears, which leads me to believe that he's going to darken up as well. James is he's as quiet as a mouse. Look at him. He's so quiet. He's kind of like my second born, where you wouldn't even notice he's there because he just doesn't demand that attention. He's just the easiest going pup. Ouch, while I get bitten on my toes. Okay, so James was the fourth born, and he was 9.4 ounces, so a little bit smaller. And he's weighing in, so I took these measurements at 5 weeks, which was on Monday. So they're about 5.5 weeks now. He's weighing in at 3 pounds, 0.4 ounces. So he's likely going to be a smaller one as well. I would guess that he's going to be maybe 17 pounds, maybe 17, 18 pounds. Full grown. All right, let's take a look at our first girl. This is Gertrude.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is Gertrude. All right. Gertrude was our first girl born, and she is wet because she was laying in the water. Silly girl. She's super playful. I've noticed Gertrude is, and she was 10.6 ounces, so totally medium. I'd say she's probably going to be around 25, maybe 26 pounds because she's growing pretty fast. She's over 4 pounds right now. But girls tend to be smaller than boys. Oh, there she is nibbling on me. She's doing it softly though. That's so nice of you. All right, distinguishing features of Gertrude. She is white. Her fur is predominantly white, but she does have this big swatch. Oh my gosh, biting my stomach. She does have this swatch of apricot on her side. And then she's got a little bit of a patch around her left eye and right there by her left ear. So those are her distinguishing characteristics. And she's got a freckled nose. Can you see her freckled nose? All right. Let's go on to our number 6. She is our second girl, Edna. You got Edna there?
Sweetie too.
She is a sweetie. Edna's a sweetie. She was born at 10.4 ounces, right in the middle. Guessing that she's probably going to be right around that 25-pound mark, maybe 24. She's growing a little bit slower, maybe 23. She is also predominantly white, and she had a little spot back here, but I guess not. Oh, they're taking my notes. Hey, you, Clarence, let go. Apple, I need your help. He totally just took a chunk out of my paper.
Hey.
Okay.
Drop it.
Crazy mayhem. So we here we are with Edna, and her distinguishing characteristics are her ears. She's got her eye too. Her right eye, so opposite of Gertrude, her right eye has the patch of apricot around it, and then her ears both have the apricot on it, and then like up here she's got a little extra spotting. But she is white all the way through her back. She's actually got an apricot spot right here by her mouth too. So that's Edna. Oh, she's so soft. Let's go to number 7. 7th born is Conrad. Here's Conrad. Conrad was 10.2 ounces, and he's at 3 pounds 10 ounces this week, and so I'm guessing he'll be kind of in the middle, probably 26 pounds or so. He is our whitest white. Reminds me a lot of Elsie's last litter because they were all very white little fluff balls. And but he does have one apricot patch right here on his back. That is Conrad. All right, sweet boy. The next one we have is Kathleen. Kathleen is a little escape artist. Yes, we had to build the pen higher for her because she kept climbing out. And then she would whine and whine and whine and whine because she couldn't get back in. And especially when mom's around, she's highly motivated. Actually, when anybody's around, she's highly motivated to climb out of her pen. And it's kind of funny because when we had her dad here to breed, he did the same thing. He was a little escape artist. He's going to knock over the tripod, Apple. All right. Oh, he is. Clarence, let go. It's him again. Can you believe it? This guy, he chewed off a corner of my paper and now he's knocking over the tripod. You're a stinker. Okay, let's get back to Kathleen. Kathleen was our 8th born female. She's apricot all the way through, really apricot. And she's got kind of white on her underbelly there. She was born at 11.1 ounces. So she was one of the largest ones. And she's growing fairly rapidly. She's 3 pounds, 12 ounces. So I'm guessing she'll be on the bigger end, maybe, because she's a girl, probably not all the way to 30 pounds, but maybe 28 or so, 27. So that's Kathleen. All right, next is Leo.
He has a French name.
Leo has a French name. Apple is taking French at her school. So that is very good to note. So this is Leo. He was our 9th born. He was actually kind of interesting. He was actually, so when he was born, we thought he was the last one because the next one wasn't born for another hour and a half, and she had 9, so we thought that she was probably done. However, she wasn't. He is super spotty, so I love all of the markings that he has. He has a mark right here at the top of his tail. He's got a patch on his back, and then he's got several patches on the top of his head, around his eyes, a big one on this eye, a small one on this eye, and then both of his ears are apricot. Super cute, Leo. I think I already said he was 10.7 ounces, and he's about 3 pounds 3 ounces right now. So he'll probably be pretty medium sized, around 25-26 pounds full grown. All right, let's take a look at number 10. So like I said, he was born, this is Omer, and he was born an hour and a half later, and healthy as can be, 11 ounces, big guy. He's growing really fast, so he's probably going to be up there 29, 30 pound, fully grown. He is also predominantly white, a lot like Conrad. We actually get them mixed up sometimes. He's got a tiny little swatch right there, and a tiny little swatch right there. Hard to see, but I don't know how much that's going to show up once his hair really all grows in. He does have apricot ear right here, and this one's just like dipped. The tip of it's more apricot. And then he's got the freckled nose also. So that's Omer. Next, we have our last female. This is Josie, and Josie is our little nugget. She's our littlest pup right now. She was actually born the 2nd smallest. She was 8 pounds, 6 ounces.
8 ounces.
Sorry. Thank you. I do that all the time. 8.6 ounces she was born. And now she is 2 pounds, 15 ounces. So she hasn't even broken 3 pounds. She might have by now because that was 3 days ago. But she is a sweetheart. Oh my goodness, such a sweetheart. She's more cream color. Her ears are a little apricot, the top of her head is a little apricot, but when you get back here, it really lightens up. It's not all the way white, but it's pretty creamy. Sweet little girl. I'm guessing that she's probably going to be closer to the 15-pound adult weight. That's Josie. And then our last born. These three were born within 30 minutes of each other, so they just came out boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so Josie is pretty much a mini of this one.
Yes, so Josie and Bernard look almost exactly the same. Their fur is almost exactly the same, but he's huge and she's tiny. They're like at the opposite ends of the spectrum on this litter. He was born at 11.9 ounces. That was our biggest of the whole litter. Josie was born at 8.6. James was the smallest. 8.5. No, Art was the smallest at 8.5. So that's our range for the litter. They're all pretty darn close for having such different weighted parents. Elsie is 42 pounds. Rascal is 10 pounds. And so for having that big of a range, they're all pretty darn close. He's probably going to be closer to 30 pounds, fully grown. Again, he's got the pretty apricot ears, but pretty creamy, dark cream on the top, and then it gets a little tan right here, and then it gets creamy in the back. He does have a little tiny white spot on the very top of his head right there. But he is a great pup. Ow! And he's a stinker. He's teething bad. Look at how sweet he is. He's licking me. Oh, I love the puppy kisses. So sweet. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. These pups are looking for their forever homes. They'll be ready to go July 4th.